yes, I'm excited to sing that song because, I mean, if I named the episode "Welcome to the Jungle" and not attempt to sing it or listen to that music, then what the fuck is wrong with me? Anyway, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Been a while. Last time we were here, streaming, it was my birthday. Though, we came to this game because, I don't know, I need to get some shit done. And, you okay? I didn't know that.
Wrap mask and... You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts? I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater.
Ah, yeah, the
He had
community
this
center. You didn't see
grand
what happened
idea
last
to make a
episode.
museum for halcyon life. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a mantiqueen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Mantiqueens, especially. Sure, they're real big. Hard to miss them. Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett. But I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Captain, can we look for him? I'd feel awful if somebody from...
Tell you what, I'll tell... All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins. Last Mantiqueen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there too.
Well, anyway, before we go out with my, well, next to my guide is a little hangover.
Smells like wrapped in here. Oh, it does work. I bought some muffins.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brax missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like. Hmm?
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Sorry, I've got to get back to the warehouse.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Quite the bedside manner, lady.
Yeah.
Well, it's so rare I get the pleasure of new company. What can Auntie Abigail do for you? And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits.
Whiskey helps, too.
Please leave medical advice to the professionals. Now, dearie, who's this pickup for? I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra? Except for you. I can tell. You've got one of those faces.
Oh, thanks.
I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail? Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry. Oh, I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them. Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his. The one upstairs, where we store our medicines. In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the Flower of Enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties.
Oh my.
Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie. Chin up, dearie.
Something on your mind?
Not really. I could join too.
Sorry, I've got to get back to the warehouse.
Well, we might as well try the graveyard to see what happens.
Fresh blood at last. Stellar Bay could use some. We're not the best equipped. Scouting for rats keeps us on our toes.
Sir, please, Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
It's more dissolving than melting.
That's
Thanks.
not helpful. Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous glands, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Sir.
Please, won't you go and find my boy? Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouth. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas.
Who?
It's immoral. Any news, Captain? Have you found my little boy yet?
No, but I am quitting.
Amber Heights.
Getting new town, can you? Okay.
Hello again, dearie.
Oh,
what
God.
can I get you? She works over at the fishery next door. Quite the hard worker, but she's got a bit of a temper. Why, just the other day, I heard her shouting from here. I can't imagine what set her off.
Have you seen all of a
but
sudden?
here I go again, running my mouth when it's none of my business. Was there something else you needed? What can Auntie Abigail do for you? And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little... Who's your luck? Now, there's no keeping... Also, I really do have to enter someone's name. Indeed.
Okay, so I'm getting an out here, so we might as well leave town. Help that mom, find her son, go to the graveyard.
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhead. I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
We don't get many outside.
We're not the best equipped, but scouting for rafts keeps us on our toes.
Alright, keep that in mind. It's not the wolves, and that's just Bullets wolves. On a fucked up looking pig. That cannot be healthy.
Reminds me of the crew cabin on one of my first ships.
You reckon the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind off the sea helps. Got it. Heads down.
Okay, we definitely gotta be careful our heels then. And alright. Back to what we're doing here. I bet the priest probably will say something about this place. Yes. I will take that hat.
Think they left anything good behind?
I wonder who used to live here. Do you suppose anyone remembers anymore?
Nope. Yep, usually. Nice hit. And what's we agreed here? I say. That does in the background. Right, now we got that. Let's go look for someone's son. Ow.
Try that again.
Nope. No, they won't. Yep, son, here these lizards. I'm on the path. No, how about we just move on? take all that. Well, I guess we're still walking then. I don't need a faint door. Oh, how about we take the high ground? Oh, 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 no, 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 no. Silly. Yep, that was a terrible idea. I had a feeling it was acid. It was. Okay, I need some medicine here. Find a kid, save him, bring back his mom, and if there's something else going on, in which case I'm open to suggestions. Okay, that puts it in a second how something. Great, no guess. It got a small, tiny mouth. Okay, but it has more of a snake-like mouth. Okay, nothing just weird. Oh yeah, so it has eggs. Oh, never mind.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please, take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his Philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know.
So does the code.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. We're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it. Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems. Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep. That's a nice way to think about it. Graham would be our father. I suppose Zora might make a good mother if the two of them could stop arguing. You can think of those two as our leaders, but they're more like examples. We all ought to be more like them. Why, he's our founder. Graham taught us about philosophism. Through him, we came to the eternal truth. I'm glad you're asking, by the way. I hope you'll consider staying. Well, she's been with us since the beginning. I think she was our sawbones back then, but now she's more like our commander. She goes and finds people in the wilderness and gets them to come here. And she keeps us from being chewed on and whatnot. She's liable to take your head off if you screw up, but then she'll sew it back on for you.
Okay, so she's also a doctor.
Graham's place is in the large building straight back. Zora's sometimes there talking with him, but usually she's in the triage clinic next door. Oh, Graham settled here a long time ago. Shoot, I wish I had a pamphlet to give you. It's all in there. I wasn't around back then, but they say a lot of the old MSI corporate folks died here. He calls it a spiritual metaphor, something about rising from the ashes.
So like a phoenix.
The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
Hope Zora sends me up next. You meditate today? If not... Welcome to the Emporium. I'm Bronson.
Hey, Bronson.
It ain't really a store. Think of me more like a quartermaster, and a chef, and a handyman, and whatever else we need.
So you're gonna have to Swiss Army knife for this face.
We gotta eat. Eating means hunting. Hunting means armaments. We used to let people take what they will, but then some idiot shot some other idiot over cards. So Zora set up a system. You fuck up, you don't get to buy gear. You play nice, you do. Yeah, plenty. If you're the type to fix a thing or two, I've got a couple reports I need to follow up on. The pipes up on Milton's house burst. Someone needs to shut them off. Then there are the cables outside the bar. A sprat chewed through them, and now they're spitting lightning. Then there's the old guardhouse, outside town on the way to the old Bayside Terrace. Someone needs to reset the comms breaker there. That's one way to look at it. Another is, those are the only things in this whole fucking town that are broke. Maybe we appreciate that.
Mister, there's something I've been wondering since we got here. How do you protect your wires from sulfuric degradation?
Oh, easy. Most of the wildlife here seems to tolerate the sulfur. So we wrap our copper in wrapped bits. Hides, tongues, whatever's pliable.
That will make sense.
I ought to tell you, most of these systems are routed through one of our terminals. You might be able to handle some of them remotely if you know your way around a computer. We sent Milton out to check on the comms tower a while ago. Ain't heard back. I'd wager he got 8. Up the hill. It's right on the cliff's edge. What are you buying?
Well, let me see what you got. Nice hats. Don't opposing normal armor.
Seems like a nice little town. Except for all the dead critters.
Law save me. We got a flippin' monarchist among us. Welcome to the dust bag, friend. This here's the real moon, and don't you worry, we won't hold your bad taste against you. Give a listen to Graham and Zora while you're in town. Could be you'll decide to move out here where the real freedom is. In charge? Huh. We're iconoclasts. Every soul a sovereign power. We do for each other on account of it needing to be done, not because some fancy-pants manager said to. Now, you want to rephrase that question, maybe ask who's respected hereabouts, I can give you a sensible answer.
Okay, fine.
Every soul here knows to keep a weather eye out. Everyone's lost somebody to the wildlife. That didn't stop Miss Zora from picking a few souls and imposing a schedule. Be here then, leave there later. Downright un-icon... in-icon... Well, it ain't what we do. Take that on top of what happened on the Northern expedition. She and Graham are exchanging harsher words than usual. When the monarchists wanted to settle down and play nice with the board, Graham was the one that took a stand. He's the reason we're here, breathing free air. Zora's our best sawbones. Nearly every soul here owes her their life. She's got funny ways, but they work. Well, sure. It's on account of how we all work. No iconoclast makes another do as they say just because. You gotta convince them.
I see.
Graham and Zora argue all the time just says the process is working. Vigorous intellectual debate. You see?
Kind of.
Welcome to Monarch. The animals think you're tasty, the fungus thinks your lungs are a great place to plant spores. That ain't enough. Look at the sky. Olympus yanks this moon about like a drunk dancer. Storms to curl your hair and quakes to rattle your brain pan.
I keep that in mind.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same.
Nuh-uh. Taro's got that sweet blood.
So? You gotta boil it or you'll get sick. Then all that sweetness takes the air anyhow.
Never seen you before. I may not remember today tomorrow, but I damn well remember yesterday now. Wait, I mean... Nah, that's what I meant. Nothing on this moon for nobody. Just a lot of heartbreak. It's pretty simple, kid. I sit at the bar, I drink, I mind my own business. That's it. Kid, I ain't got but half a liver left. And what's there don't work so good, and I could still drink you under the table. Look, you want to buy the drinks, I'll do my bit to keep you entertained. Just don't ask me to dance. A great many things. I'll tell you what. You want to listen to an old man ramble? There might be a job in it for you. I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. A fella named Lamont introduced me. Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate. Mostly we protected folk from the beasts here. If it spat, scratched, or stung, we'd kill it for you. So long as you had the bits. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox. And I've been thinking about seeing it found. I'll be glad for it. But I ain't stupid. This planet tends to get people killed. I just want some closure. Thereabouts. Getting on in years, kid. Legs ain't working like they used to. Sulfur burns a little too long in the lungs. This joint's looking like my last home. Appreciate it, kid. I'll mark an outpost on your map. We spend a lot of time out there. Might be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
Ugh, my stomach.
Move along.
This armor itches something off.
I don't have time for this.
Get a whiff of that sweet sulfur air. This armor itches something off.
Yeah, I think I found the palm here.
Ugh, my stomach. Hope Zora sends me up next.
Carry on.
You meditate today? If not,
Maybe next time. What the hell? Right, because we had try and jump over this way. Ow.
You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill.
I oughta. It's kept me alive this long.
I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
what are you buying?
Buying nothing. This game didn't know I did some of the jobs for you. And without using a computer. Because I could do this without a computer. All you need to do is get tip wound up and try not get stalked or burn. You know, yang. And since I'm no lazy to one away over there, it's a fat table. Fix windows. Order now. Add beauty and ventilation to your frontier home. So, do I need to buy the window? I just got a question. So, if I buy a house, does it come with a window, or does this, or is Space Authority saying, hey, we can give you a better window, or hey, do you need a window? Because we can give you one. To this, Amagus, a new Windsor masterpiece from the director of Ethan Khan and the Iron Murder. a murder with Bogan 2000 and Bogan 3000. Blood and revenge are hammering in his head. Okay. In the future, well, companies, movie studios now, they film movies and the actors are nothing more than robots.
What are you buying?
Well, check out, got your jobs done.
I'll be damned. Thanks for doing that. Here. Zora sets aside a bit or two for people who help out. Before you ask, no, it ain't pay. Just being generous to folks who do a good turn.
So it's since he getting paid.
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Being in space?
Look, it's just Ellie.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger?
Your mom sent me to find you. Oh, I can, I still find it funny. I can still use the old captain's name. I can become him, but nah, I am Captain Sean Lang, Scott Lang.
Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world? Why, from the yoke of corporate tyranny. It's what all us Iconoclasts strive for, with Graham at the helm. We want unfettered freedom, not the lies that MSI tries to sell in Stellar Bay. True escape from all rules and constraints. You want to know more? Listen to Graham's broadcasts. He's been tucking up a storm, working to elevate the minds of all the corporate drones in this colony, getting them to rise up. See, that's what the Corps want you to think. If you think rules are needed, they can force any and all they want down your throat, and you'll just swallow it.
Well, how about reasonable rules?
You need to talk to Graham. He'll help you find the truth amongst the lies that are living in your brain. I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? I'd hope she'd accept my decision. According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face.
What they do?
Marauders can violate you.
What?
You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection.
Well, you're 42 years old.
For it, I tell you.
Show up with a bottle of vodka and some real good cusses. That'll show her how much you've grown.
Then she'll think they've brainwashed me into some kind of hooligan. As far as she's concerned, if I make any decision that's not aligned with hers, someone else convinced me. She doesn't want to see me as anything other than her baby boy. Why would I go back again? What'll be different this time? You're right. I can do this. I just need to stand my ground and make her see she can't control me anymore. No one can.
Captain. Captain.
Captain.
Get a whiff of that sweet sulfur air.
Hmm?
Oh, that was easy. And now he's just gonna walk back home to his mama.
It ain't right. How many good folk we gonna lose to our missions?
That's just the way of it. We gotta earn our keep out here.
That don't mean we ought to be following her into the jaws of a mantis.
You'd rather sit at
Minions of acid buttons. It's no effects. Crimson's no matter what this.
As you were. Huh.
A Manta Queen.
Yeah. We felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Vanoys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Oh no.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
The Iconoclasts.
Ah, yes. The first step to accepting the truths of philosophism is to open your heart to its wisdom. I've found the written word to be quite effective in helping people do that. But alas, the eternal truth hasn't been generous with the paper and ink. Now, why have you come? A great many things, in fact.
We could always use a hand rounding up supplies.
Or... Now here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running.
Yes.
We will make do, as we always have. Spreading the word of our movement is of paramount importance. Will you aid us in our cause? Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
Dead.
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Wait, where is Huxley?
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead. One of our sympathizers, a woman named Carlotta, periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup. She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north. Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
So he has the dream, but sees the more reasonable one.
What? Sorry. Off day.
All right. Why have you come?
I don't know.
Hey. Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway.
Ah, crazy town.
Never changes. Oh, and also Space of Toys. Slam and Shine. Died 2 plays. Space of Toys. Died 2 plays. Oh wait. I remember I saw the blueprint for the 2 plays, and I may or may not. I gave it to the grandma, so she probably sold it to Space of Toys. So maybe now Space of Toys is making their own Died 2 plays, and Marlon wears. Oh crap! The blueprint's gone forward. You know what? I want to see that. I want to see what the kid's gonna say to his mom. I'm always tired if I sound so tired. It's been up for a while. And also, you wonder why I didn't do a stream yesterday. That's probably because I donated blood yesterday. Which I actually been meaning to do that for years. Just because I have a particularly well blood type. So yeah, yesterday I donated blood, and well, first time, and if anyone here who donated blood, well, you're extremely exhausted. You need to drink a lot of food and eat. And these afterwards you kind of pass out here and there. But more, you're tired. That's the whole thing. Anyway, look. I didn't do the stream yesterday because mostly here me just me each other. Yeah, this should be fun. Me acting like I'm no cuckoo in the head, no, but I don't think it would be that. Well, then again, as a assignment, that's something creepy. Dang.
Nice thing about traveling with the captain. We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. Kinda hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
Could be a favor in disguise. A lot of people out here ain't that nice.
Agreed.
Captain.
Oh, Captain, you did it! My little boy is back, safe and sound. Tell the captain how grateful we are, Tuk Tuk.
Mama, I told you that I'm not staying. I just came back to talk to you about why I left. Then I'm going back to Amber Heights.
Oh, we'll get that silliness sorted out. You're safe here with me, and that's how it's going to stay. Isn't that right?
No.
What a sour thing to say. My little boy will always need me. I'm his mama, you know.
Mama, what I need is for you to listen to what I want for once. But that's between us. Now you promised the captain a reward, so settle up. Then you and me are gonna have a long talk.
Here, kind stranger. This is every bit I've scrimped and scraped for years to save. But it's more than worth it to have my Tuk Tuk home safe again.
Full time.
Don't worry about me, Captain. Mama and I'll work this out.
My boy says he'll only stay a few days before returning to Amber Heights. Can't you speak to him for me?
No.
Don't drag other people into this, Mama. I'm a grown man and an iconoclast. It's time for me to make my own path in life.
I just don't know why you want to leave, Tuk Tuk. You know how dangerous it is out there with the Raptidons and the Mantisaurs.
Enough, Mama. I made my decision. I won't let fear run my life any longer. Thank you, Captain. I got it from here.
Alright, I just want to see what's going to happen.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for rat musk.
Bet they also pay to make it stink less.
Hello again, dearie. What can I get you? Such a pity, isn't it? But I... Well, this certainly isn't worth my good health. I'll get you a dose, but I'll have you know, I'm very disappointed in you. There, and good riddance. That's the last help you're getting from Abigail Edwards. I have nothing more to say to you, young man. I have nothing more to say to you, young man.
Great. And how's my stand with this person? Still kind of neutral.
Laws.
Can't a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace? What I am doing, sir, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place. This law's forgotten town. Cut off from the rest of the colony. Removed from any culture. I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted. Yes, free to wallow in squalor together. Free to squabble with the iconoclasts over a Raptidon-infested hellhole. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
I don't know.
In case I did not impress it upon you before, I'd like to enjoy my solitude.
Yeah, but I like keeping you doing that.
Ah, the Charmer. Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business? All of the above?
Says someone who's never had any fun.
Exactly. See? I'm glad someone on your crew's got some sensible. Got her head on straight. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
That was fast. I gotta see about stalking some on the ship.
You be careful. The first one's free. After that, they'll offer you gainful employment. Great. Where to? Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Mighty big gun you got there. I'm looking forward to seeing you use it.
A ship? Well, look at you. I'll find a spot there to call my own for now. Find me when you're ready.
One fall. Great, so let me guess, I got a full crew then. Hey, I just want to see the trophy I got here. Not leaving the game. So many trophies. Good, all the companions. Wait, that's all the companions? Huh. Let's see, I thought there'd be more. No, not companion. say...
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here.
Alright, before we do that, I will help my friend here and... That's a long distance away. I should ask her to come along with me. Don't be on techie. I'm gonna help my engineer friend, so I'm not gonna be the one who goes there. So, currently on the crew list, we got a captain who came out of Hibernation. We got a priest who curses a lot more than anyone on the ship. We got an engineer who, I don't know, something. We also have a new kid who just recently got on board, who punched his own captain with a baseball bat for disliking a particular sport team. And also, not only that, we also got a doctor who also used to be a part-time pilot, who also used to be a thief as well. Then, we also got a cleaning droid who may or may not have a fame though, who loves to clean up crime and also colonies, particularly by killing people. And running them all off, we got a drunk hunter. Boy, we have a careful crew, don't we? Anyway. We got a long distance away, and well, I get this done over with, so my friend. What the fuck is that? Oh. I thought that was a bigger person over there. This way this gets better and better, doesn't it?
As your engineer, I advise you not to set foot on that, especially the bendy parts.
Okay, maybe we should bring. Okay, maybe I should get the more experienced hunter here who knows the landscape. Might be a good option. I mean, she knows the planet quite well, so if I have to go exploring, it might be a good idea to have her, you know, along. Just gonna wait.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
What you reading, Max?
If I tell you, will you leave me alone?
Probably not. What is it with you and books, anyway?
Some of us like to improve ourselves, Dr. Fenhill.
No, I mean keeping those paper books. You got the data pad. Why waste the cargo space? You one of those people who wears reading glasses to look smart?
I don't know. I don't have this one guy. This is where he hangs out all the time.
Good to see you, boss.
That guy has is this where you live? Just on that one tail.
Hey, Cap. I'm still not quite sure what to make of that Max fellow. Sometimes he reminds me of Anders, and the way he stares at things as if he's gonna dismantle them. Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything. Don't push it, Captain. Hey, Cap.
I let him do what you do. And see how your room looks. Ammo. Beer. Impressive. Most impressive. Oh my, of the two, this actually, this one being, you know, having cases having this all the place. But hey, not complaining.
Hey there. Something on your mind?
Well, we might want to see how she works on the field. You know, I do prefer working with a doctor and N2. I mean, they got a good combo. I mean, yeah, I know I can call it the N2. Whoops, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting people's names, so I just N2. I mean, well, no, I like her supposed to be with the hammer. That is quite impressive. Really good, especially with not enemies. And well, I like the pod says. I mean, the doctor says part-time pod. As well, most because he's kind of funny. Oh my. Oh, I can also unlock another one. Alright, we got a lot of distance to walk. Alright, the first thing I want to do, find a doctor. Oh, I see. Maybe check the map, see what I can find. Where all the stuff, you know, all the locations are located on the map. So we at least know where we're going. Blood and revenge are hammering in his head.
Can we talk? Hey, got a favor to ask you.
Sure.
Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous. Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were. First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry. Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together. Thanks, Cap.
No, as you would. Oh, oh yeah.
This is new. The way the edges are burnt. I guess people did this, not the wilds.
Well, I just want to say, we have being a reaction to it. Oh God!
To shreds, you say? Nice work.
One second, guys. I've been waiting over my house now. That's just want to take a look at it. Alright, anyway, I'm back. Wayne came hard out of nowhere for some reason. Anyway, we keep on moving. Oh, I didn't know there was one there. Okay, yeah, those are a lot more dangerous than I thought. A whole lot more dangerous than I ever thought. I underestimated the power of the Manacles. I just wanted one from them without a second thought. We don't need to get the heavy weapons out. That's not the weapon I was hoping it'd be. This was a terrible idea. I mean, I got the characters who can deal the damage on 'em. Again, we in the manacles. And I'm gonna go on them here and guess that there was a manacle queen right behind all that because I saw a big one. I knew for a fact that must have been the queen. You know what?
Like a wrapped among the rocks. Here they come!
Yeah, we are incredibly underpowered dudes. So, here what we're doing, we're gonna leave those manacles alone. Well, I understand. First, where I get that particular Pepsi at that restaurant that somehow is in the most dangerous part of town. Don't go up there. Leave the manacles alone. Because we definitely won't be able to deal with them. We'll leave them alone. Well, I need to I find I'll get a weapon that can do the damage that I need. Don't fuck with the manacles. We done that. We know what to do. Don't fuck with the manacles. Just walk away. Just don't go up there.
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider stopping in.
Alright. I'll make a stop here. Mad Queens. Lovely. A Mad Queen. Sounds like a lovely creature to get know. Maybe see about the Warbot. Actually, I never seen what the Warbot does in combat.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits. No reservation, no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron. Guess it's true. Fallbrook really is the best-kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand? Swell. We like quick on the draw types like you. Saloon is straight back and to the right. Once you're feeling sated, you're welcome to a private cabin. Only $250 a night. Ms. Malin can let you one if you're interested. She's the one who runs this racket.
Time for a round of whist. Or a round of whiskey. Or both.
I don't like the way folks are looking at me, Captain. I got my sandwich. Maybe I could stand a little closer to you.
Keep walking,
Nothing wrong with that.
Take a gander at that mug. I ain't ever seen someone so adept looking my whole life.
Watch yourself, Captain. This guy's got eyes like a sprat set on stealing your dinner.
That's awfully kind of you, mister.
Oh, now, come on. All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantium goldblood. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink.
I don't like this.
Oh, I enjoy a good challenge. I'll get right to it then. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats. See? I know a fellow genius when I clap eyes on him. Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from their latest run. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. What say you locate him and retrieve the goods for me? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit.
Well, that's no. I don't like 5%, 10%, maybe 50%. All right, we can do 15, but I'm not doing 5.
I run my sprat carriers back and forth through the shipping tunnels near the waterfall. Ought to check there first. Good luck. And don't get any ideas about pilfering the drugs for yourself. Was that sarcasm? I'm going to assume it was not. If it's sarcasm, you've got to show it somehow, like with a wink. My
Wink.
sprat carriers scurry back and forth through the shipping tunnels. Any trail ought to start there. When you've got the goods, I'll be here.
Oh, here. Oh, so start going.
Keep walking, Rung Leech. Ain't in the mood to chat.
Yeah, this bird is actually a lot bigger than I thought.
Keep walking, Rung Leech.
Keep walking, one needs. Keep on walking.
Want to make a run with me to Stella Bay? Boss lady told me to take the night off.
Just got back from delivering to that house with a strange family.
The ones
Booze
that
like
always
this
smell
leads
like
to
raw
tofu.
meat and got splotches of blood on them.
Yep. Oddest thing. They started ordering cans of Borstwurst, but only if they come from the C&P factory.
Hello?
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance.
Great.
I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind. Some people, but no one in this office, I assure you, might call it stupidity. So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off. We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
Why?
Legally speaking, corporations are not allowed to operate on Monarch, but financially speaking, there are certain costs to running a business from within Byzantium's walls. So while our official address is in the city, and while our office here is technically an extension of that address, we found it more expedient to conduct our key operations here. So we can... what's the phrase? Pass savings to the consumer, of course.
Okay.
We prefer to think of it as chasing the savings. Turns out that not having to pay kickbacks, fines, and rent in the most expensive city in Halcyon improves our liquidity. Plus, Sublight keeps this place running remarkably well, and they sure drive business our direction. Plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages. Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares. That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation.
God. Lovely.
Those are mostly for top-rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss. One thing's for sure, you won't find better policy protection against sudden lunar implosions anywhere in Halcyon.
Oh, I can't buy one for myself? Well, because that would be great. Close. I thought we were right here. We're not. Oh, lovely. That's great. No, Sublight. Hapsay.
What are you looking at?
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
You remind me so.
Catherine, you're as welcoming as ever.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise. You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening. If it's one that don't mind getting dirty, then I sure
more and more jobs. Every time I get one job done, 5 more takes its place.
Fully trustworthy. Well, that sure convinced me. Fine then. I'll lay it out there. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that. Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borscht King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borscht factory, owner dead or alive.
Buy him.
And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me. Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details, so long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut, or his production lines ought to make do. If you got brass knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Void if I know. Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
So much to do here.
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means.
Just the end. I like that.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the Dry Goods and Sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
That sounds fun.
What are you looking at?
Catherine's great, ain't she? She'll pull you out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind being in her debt.
You know how there's folk who are all outside, but warm and squishy inside? I'm pretty sure she's crust all the way through.
But
I test every product myself to assure maximum customer satisfaction. If you doubt it, I can show you my lower back rash. No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
you only got your ass kicked by something.
Not so fast. The biometric IDs are special goods, only on offer to special clients. You cotton?
Testing this again.
What do you know? You're on it. My mistake, customer. Give me a jiffy to break. I mean, calibrate the ID. This goes like that. Nope, not quite right. A bit to the left, mayhaps. That'll do it. For a C&P factory line worker, she sure is a beauty. Careful. I'm trusting you to guard this specialty good with your life. I mean it. Lose the ID and you don't get another. Also, you'll be off my list of unwholesome customers. Will that be all, or do you require something to say, scratch your itch?
Oh, let's see what you got. Oh, you guys are no fun. Okay, at this point, we're just going one town though, and more and more. We're getting more and more missions at this point. In my opinion, let's just do what we have to do here. Get that done, and afterwards, I don't know, figure out something. So, yeah, just find this town, get the cake mix, or what it is, and get out. And hopefully it won't cost me a few thousand. Oh yay, more people. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we got the goods out.
Heads down.
Come out. Nelson does not do as much damage as I was hoping to be. Never. One burn after another. Lava? That might be. It doesn't look up into.
Look northwest. That ain't it, but marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. Steer clear unless you fancy getting shot. Westbound still. I'll let you know when we can start ascending.
You're still flying on this. Oh, like that, yeah. So, let's just keep moving.
I call this Rotting River, on account of all the dead things I've thrown in it over the years. It'll take you into the Devil's Peak Caverns if you follow it under the bridge. That's one option. Others the slope up. If you're up for some fun, let's chat.
I'm ready for this.
Not exactly the damage I was hoping to be. Well, you have to say.
Oh. The smell here is 100% off.
Well, I need to find the place. Well, I need to find the factory.
The caves back east are safest. You can head up this path if you want to shoot your way through a few nightmares on your way up.
I thought that was the sniper. There we go. How about saying, you know, say anything special about taking this guy on?
Everyone all right?
Oh, wait. Well, not terribly. No fun.
Incoming!
To shreds, you say? I see you there!
More and more and more. Hang on. Alright, never mind. Oh, fuck me! Attack on both sides. You know what? How about the more we continue where we left off? Because I'm gonna tell you, and there's no one wants. So, anyway, thanks for coming, and hopefully tomorrow we can find a way to get something's done at least, and somehow survive this swampy landscape. Well, Evan wants to kill me.